Give me some keys to the game. Like at the end of the day, when it's over, if this happened or these couple things happen, you would feel good and probably think that the Lions win. If I didn't tell you the box score, but I told you, hey, Rad, they executed on these one or two things, you would feel that your Lions would win. What are those?
I mean, obviously, it starts in the trenches, controlling the line of scrimmage on the offensive side. If we can get the run game going, if Jahmyr Gibbs has 100 total yards, it can come either way. We're going to win that game. That's just how I look at it. If we get him going, I think the kid needs, I want to say 20 touches. It can be receiving, rushing. He needs 20 touches. And if he has 100 yards of total scrimmage yards, I think we win the game. We have to get the run game going. That's going to get Goff's play action pass going. That's also going to back y'all up a little bit to where he can be comfortable in the pocket. We got to keep Goff somewhat comfortable if we want a chance. Like, we have to, because we're going to end up in a third and long sooner or later. So we need to be able to complete some passes. We got to protect Goff, and we have to get the run game going. We need to establish the line of scrimmage early. Low-key, Green Bay established the line of scrimmage on y'all, so it made Jordan's Love day a little bit easier. I'm going to just be real. At one point, I was thinking like, dang, it was the first half. The Niners was really getting a butt handed to them. I'm going to just be real with y'all. Like, y'all can say what you want, but it looked kind of bad that first half for y'all. But we got to come out here and control the line of scrimmage, bro. We set up that run game. Jahmyr ends up with at least 100 total yards. I think we win. I really do. He's too electric. Because Amarad's going to get his. But if Jahmyr can get his also, we win. We win.
Oh, look at this, man. We got a plethora of people in here that you know and love. We got...
I see my boy Dose in the building.
Right here.
Mike's in the building.
Micro Mike.
What up?
We got Dose. We got my wife saying what's up. There you go.
Up? Yeah, what it do,
girl? Hey, everybody loves Rad, man. Everybody loves Rad for sure. How can you not? How can you not? All right, man.
I'm not done. That's offensive.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I don't listen. I'm not here to take your shine. Just go ahead.
I'm not even here to shine. I'm just here to have a good time. You know what I'm saying? But defensively, we need to contain Christian McCaffrey, not give up the big play. I mean, it's basics, but it's hard to stop in the NFL. You know what I mean? We have to slow down y'all run game, stop your run game, because y'all want to set up the same thing. You want to establish the run to where you can live off the play action pass. We're similar teams. People just don't think that, but like low key, our playing styles is very similar. Y'all do have the better defense. I'll give y'all that. But like offensively, we're trying to get the same thing established. But we need to slow him down, and we got to get some pressures on Brock Purdy. They probably won't end up to sacks, but we got to get some pressures. And when he goes to scramble, don't let him scramble for no 10 to 12 yards. Like cut that down to like 3. That's what we have to do that. We just cannot give up the big play. I know that's a little cliche answer, but it's true with us because we're bound to give up the big play. But we need to stop and give up the big play and get off the field on third downs, bro. I think we can beat y'all. But if Gibbs has over 100 total yards offense, we will win. I'm flipping it back over to Gibbs because I think he's the key. Gibbs is the key.
Do you feel like the Lions should be doing more of like a 60-40 split in his favor instead of this 50-50 stuff?
Yes, and it goes on the hot hand. Honestly, it's not even a 60-40 to be real. Sometimes it's 60-40 Montgomery. It just depends on, I feel like, who's got the hotter hand. But I think Gibbs does need, I would give Gibbs 15 rushes a game and 5 to 6 pass attempts as far as screens or even checkdowns. Just get the ball in the kid's hands and he's going to make something shake. He will. From his speed to, honestly, one of his most slept on traits is his balance. You think the kid's about to go down, but he got that Kamara type balance. Alvin Kamara's got some of the best balance in the game. Yes, he needs to be the bell cow, and he's not.
Yeah, man, he took over that game low key last week, and it was nice because they kept him in for the 2 straight drives, and that's exactly why they were able to score on those 2 drives. He took things over. Gibbs is so explosive. He's so good. They're both good, but Gibbs is special, man. He is, and I gotta be real with you. you and I had the conversation when you drafted him. And it's not that I didn't believe in his talent, but I was like, why are y'all trading Swift and then drafting this man so early? What is going on? You're like, no, I'm telling you, Naylor, I'm telling you, he's the guy. This is the right move. And I'm like, I don't believe that. It was the right move. I was completely wrong. You were absolutely right. That was the right move. That was the right move.
I'd be right a lot of times. You just don't like admitting. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna get into the one we had the phone conversation about that we've argued for about a damn decade, and you finally admit that I was right. We're not gonna get into that because neither one of those players are in the playoffs. But I just want y'all to know I'd be right 90% of the time. 90.
Oh man. Well, listen, to me, this game is as simple as pressuring Goff and getting him to turn the ball over. Did you know that Jared Goff in his last 5 games against San Francisco 49ers is 0-5? Did you know that? Did you know?
That's a fun fact, but nobody really cares. But go ahead.
Yeah. So he's 0-5. So they know how to play Jared Goff. They know exactly what it takes to beat Jared Goff. Doing it with this offensive line and this run game makes that a little bit tougher to do. I acknowledge that. But if they can pressure Goff and get in his mentals, I believe Goff will cough this game up. And he'll be the reason that y'all lose. I really do believe that. On the flip side, as interesting as the run game is, your guys' run defense is very, very good. Very good. And you guys sell out to stop the run.
It's the only good thing it is on defense. But
Brock Purdy should be able to run through this defense. Okay? Like a hot knife through butter. He should be able to cut right through it. And the middle of the field should be wide open as it always is against the Detroit Lions. And that's where he likes to operate. So for me, Brock Purdy just has to stay on time, stay in rhythm offensively. And I think the 49ers can put up points. And then as long as we get Goff off of his point in the pocket, I think it's a long, long day for the Detroit Lions. So those are my 2 keys, offensively and defensively. And it actually goes right back to the quarterback conversation. But I want to actually ask you something.
Like hot sliced butter, huh?
Yeah, hot knife through butter. The whole
through butter. I get it
because it's hot and
it's not going. It ain't going down like that. That was real nice. But a hot knife going through butter. No, fool. It's not rocking like that. Good try though.
But I want to actually ask you something here because it's funny the way that I look at Dan Campbell and Kyle Shanahan. They couldn't be more polar opposites. They're exact opposites of each other. You got Shanahan, who's like the genius. He's all into his play calling. He's not the rah-rah guy. And then you got Campbell, who doesn't call plays. He gets in front of a mic and is just like total meathead, ex-football player, talks to the media as if it's his football room. And he is a guy who's not conservative. He'll go for it on 4th downs. He'll do fake punts. He'll go for 2-point conversions. He goes off of the feel of the game to where Shanahan goes off the game plan for the game. They're polar opposites in that. But what I find interesting is they each have quarterbacks that kind of counterbalance them a little bit. Brock Purdy may not have the strongest arm, but if you watch him play, he's got some gunslinger to his game. I mean, he gets a little loose with it. And that's not necessarily like Shanahan's guy. He wants somebody who protects the ball and he can trust to make the right moves, which he will do that too, but he gets a little loose with the football. And then you got Campbell, who is loose with the football and is all about balls to the walls, but then he's got Goff, who kind of counterbalances him a little bit. Do you kind of notice that a little bit between these two? Like it's a good counterbalance for both these coaches. These quarterbacks are for them.